Oh, thank you so much. Is it audible now? Thank you for mentioning that. Should be audible now. Cool. Thank you so much for mentioning. Awesome. Thanks, brother. Okay. I don't know why my GPU is failing today, actually, if you see. Not working for some reason. NVIDIA broadcast webcam effect failing. First time ever this is happening. Try reinstalling NVIDIA Processor, updating your graphics driver, ensuring the app has access to your camera. Okay, that's fine. I think it's okay, I guess, in this case, because you guys can't see and there is nothing important showing in the background, right? Anyways, this might be an issue because you guys might be sending the chat. So hopefully this becomes better. But yeah, sorry, I'm late. I was helping my parents with some printer stuff and I was like working before this, just some extra work getting from. But yeah, now we are ready to go for protocols and servers. Hopefully I'm live everywhere properly. Just checking. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube as well. So yeah, let's get started with protocols and server. We'll try to go quick because then I will be sharing some NVIDIA, some AI thing I'm planning for tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a stream coming just for AI along with the TryHackMe one. So this is what we are going to keep going for sure. But these things are also coming. Just wanted to bring those things up, right? And let me just make sure here. Yeah. So protocols and servers. Learn about common protocols such as HTTP, FTP, POP3, SMTP, and IMAP. So if you don't know, HTTP is basically how you access the web browsers and everything, your web pages. File transfer protocols, FTP. POP3 is for messaging. SMTP, your emails. IMAP, again messaging, along with the related. So interestingly, IMAP is the one that's used, I think, for ping messages whenever you're trying to ping. And here's the room link before I forget. Okay, now that we have that, let's get going. The room introduces the users to a few protocols commonly used, such as HTTP. Hypertext Transfer Protocol is the protocol that specifies how a web browser and web server communicates. Your web browser requests content from TryHackMe web server using HTTP protocol as you go through this room. So here is, if you go on this one, right, you see this connection. This is HTTPS. If you go click on your link left, you can see HTTPS, right? You just have to click the back arrow. FTP, File Transfer Protocol, is a protocol designed to help the efficient transfer of files between different and even non-compatible system if it supports two modes for file transfer, binary and ASCII. Useful when you are like, sharing videos, images and stuff like that. POP3, Post Office Protocol version 3, is the alternative protocol for receiving emails that downloads emails from the server to a local device. This is basically, let's say if you have an Outlook app like me, you guys can see this POP3 will be used then to download those from a server. A client cannot access their emails again from a different device because they are stored locally and then deleted from the email server. So not exactly Outlook, sorry. So it will be like, it's kind of actually good for security, I will say then. You can have your own POP3 server. It will download and then delete it. So good stuff. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. This is your Outlook protocol used to send email to a SMTP server with specifically to a mail submission agent or a mail transfer agent. Outlook, Hotmail, Gmail, all these guys use this. IMAP, the Internet Message Access Protocol, is a protocol for receiving mails. Again, protocol standardize technical processes so computers and server can connect with each other regardless of whether or not they use the same hardware or software. This is what is ping, I will say, uses. That's the reason, because let's say I'm using Google's server, I'm using Windows, they have the great Linux. So if they're doing that, that's how things work. Like I don't have to worry about it. And I'm just going to make this one quick change here. Here. So you guys can see me better. Okay, transition, cool. So each task about each protocol will be designed to help us understand what happens on the low level and is usually hidden by an elegant GUI. GUI is basically a graphical user interface. What every time you see a software, right, instead of like me trying to do a command where I'm getting this page, right, I can do a curl command. I'm using this. This is a GUI. Behind the doors, if you want to see, this is how things look like. So if you have click here, let's say this, how it looks behind the door, but you don't want to see all these craziness, right? So this is your GUI. We'll talk using the above protocols using a simple Telnet client to fully understand what your GUI client is doing under the hood. Our purpose is not to memorize the protocol commands, but rather to get a closer look at the protocol while it is working. We can also discuss some of the insecurities. In particular, we can focus on passwords sent in clear text. One sec. So client, finally understand what GUI client is doing, another word. So basically we have to memorize what these things do. Useful when you are like playing with the CTF challenges, you know which one to look for, especially with Wireshark. We discussed some of the insecurities. That's the interesting word to use. Answer the questions below. We suggest that you start the attack box and the virtual machine as you proceed to tackle the following task. You can connect to the different services over Telnet for different practices and learning these things. And so we have to start our virtual machine as well. So we'll go with our Oracle VirtualBox. And we are at 45. I think that's the highest I ever got. So that's Gucci. Oracle. See. So I just started my Kali. Now let's go to Telnet. Telnet is also a protocol in itself, not one of the ones we talked about, but really important one. And a fun thing I can show you is Telnet. And if you're a fan of Star Wars, there is a Telnet command, Telnet Star Wars command. Enter this one. This actually what this one does is if I just type this command telnet this, it will start showing the Star Wars basically. Bet you didn't know that. So if I'm here, original work Simon, Steven, Mike Edwards, right? So all the things. IPv version schemes, good luck, all this thing comes. The decent, right? 20th century text instead of Fox. A long time ago, a galaxy far away. Star Wars. Interesting stuff, right? Episode 4, A New Hope. So I think their episode is 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3. So I don't know if you guys knew about this. This is one of my favorite fun commands. And I can just post in my Discord. So if you guys want to see. Da-da-da-da-da. Just chatting, memes, news, competition, introduction. I'll just post here. So you can see, did you hear that? So it's really interesting in my opinion. This is like one of the most interesting commands we have when it comes to Telnet. That's what I like about like how technology works, man. But yeah, let's not get distracted a lot. I'm still in their server. Exit. Okay. I think this is, just will close like this. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I can share in the chat as well for you guys, just in case if anybody wants to test it. This is what you pay internet, the money for. So Envar VPN is connected. I'll just do again. Okay, now that we have those things out of the way, so the Telnet protocol is an application layer protocol used to connect to a virtual terminal of another computer. Using Telnet, a user can log into another computer and access its terminal, right? To run programs, start batch processes, and perform system administrative tasks remotely. So basically, bunch of things you can do. I don't think I ever used Telnet because it's not secure, but it's really like still widely used, I will say. I use SSH and other type of protocols depending on what you use. The Telnet protocol is relatively simple. When a user connects, they will be asked for a username and password just like SSH. Upon correct authentication, the user will access the remote systems terminal. Unfortunately, all this communication between Telnet client is not encrypted, so it's open in public. That's why I was saying it's not secure. So if let's say if you do Telnet to a computer sitting at like a Tim Hortons or a restaurant, and I have access to that Wi-Fi router, I can look at all the things, right? So that's what it means. That's why SSH is secure shell, SSH. The S means something in there. A Telnet server uses Telnet protocol to listen to the incoming connections on port 23. Please note that the Telnet port is not open on the target virtual machine. Let's consider the example shown below. A user is connected to Telnet TD, a Telnet server. The steps are as follows. So basically, this is how we will be connecting to our virtual machine. First, he is asked to provide his login. So username will be Frank. Password is D2XC. I don't understand what this means. Anybody, any idea what this means? Panda, what's up? How's it going? The password is not shown on the screen, however, we display it below for demonstration purposes. Okay, so here it's not shown because like you technically cannot see the passwords and stuff. Once the system checks his login credentials, he is greeted with a welcome message. The remote server grants him a command. Basically, Bento is the server. I'm good too. Thank you so much. Actually, you missed it. I will go quickly over this. You guys, you missed this really beautiful thing. This is my favorite thing with technology of all time. This is, I'm not sure, are you interested in Star Wars? This is how, first time, I never watched Star Wars. I didn't know what Star Wars was. This is the first time I got to know. So if you type this command, you are technically connecting to a server and it plays Star Wars for you in your system. I can just type the command again if you cannot see. I typed it before, but this is how it is, and they do a really fantastic job. 20th century text. A long time ago, galaxy far away, Star Wars. Episode 4. And they do such a great work at it. Like, this is what technology, this is what I pay my internet bill for, I guess. Quickly we'll see and then I will disconnect from here. So in like 2-3 seconds you will see the robot. I forgot the name of the robot. I think C3 something. Have you guys watched Star Wars? Are you guys fan of Star Wars? So this is like fighting is happening and all those stuff. Pretty cool though. Right? I never watched Star Wars. I'll have to watch it properly. I just know what Star Wars is, how the business is, blah blah blah. But yeah, this is basically, if you didn't know, this is what Telnet I first command was, and that's how I got interested in it. Yeah, I never watched Star Wars. Yeah, tisk for me. I know. Trust me, I haven't watched a lot of movies. I don't know why. I'm way far away from this world. Let me close this guy. I am just too far. Even though I'm in tech, a lot of people, this is like a big blow for them. Like, why I haven't watched Star Wars. So, yeah, here you go. But yeah, so now let's connect to our Telnet server. So we have this, and I believe this is our IP address. Yeah. Copy, and we have Frank and D2XC. Let's see, I won't be remembering this. Telnet. Close this. Frank should be, I should ask us our name. Here. Copy this password. Trying to connect to this. Okay. Keep trying. It's interesting, it's taking time to connect. It should be a very instant thing. Maybe sudo. You like the black screen? Oh, the back. Oh, the picture. Yeah. That's why Kali itself. So you can go to their profile. I can send the link if you want. I know where all the wallpapers are. Connection refused. Interesting. Yeah, I'll send it. Till this is getting connected. Oh, wait. Hold up. This is not allowing me? Do I really need the tag box in this case then? Good part is I have premium subscription, but I can just quickly show you till the tag box is getting ready. Kali Linux GitHub, if you go, this is the Kali Linux, not the topic. Kali Linux. Offensive security, Kali Linux, recipes. Now, but this, they will have this. Public archive, repositories. Okay, I should do a better Google job. This one is horrible. Kali Linux GitHub repo. No. So let me search properly. Kali Linux GitHub repo wallpapers. This one will have all the paper. I think all the wallpapers, right? There is this. But I think I had a better. There is better ones out there.